The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They'll go to the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He uncorks one deep. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Getting some heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. The defensive player makes the nice pick.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Going with the ground game left. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Feeling some heat. Quick strike complete. At the 45 on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. On the run, it's Hart. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
That aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
Leaves it with the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking for room. It's Marshall. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Handoff to the lone back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. He's up to 51 yards rushing as he inches closer to that 1,400-yard milestone. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion from the offense. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quarterback will audible. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He'll keep it himself. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Using his feet. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Touchdown, Syracuse. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Pulls it in, it's Gallagher. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On second down, they'll take to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Farmer. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. He's looking to throw it. Steps away. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. The snap sets up to throw. This time on target. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing